India's transportation network is vast. Despite the ambitions of the electric vehicle market, internal combustion engines still account for the overwhelming majority of vehicles on the road. To manage the environmental impact of these millions of vehicles, the government introduced the E20 mandate. This policy requires petrol stations to blend 20% ethanol into their standard fuel supply. The official rollout presents this as a triple victory. It aims to reduce foreign oil dependency, lower carbon emissions, and provide a stable new market for domestic agriculture. On paper, the mandate is a seamless solution, a way to modernize the energy sector without requiring a single driver to change their behavior. But the experience of drivers is beginning to contradict the official narrative. Across the country, motorists are reporting a significant, unexplained decline in their vehicles' fuel efficiency. While consumers pay the same premium price at the pump, that fuel is taking them significantly fewer miles than it used to. Beyond the drop in range, mechanics are identifying a pattern of premature engine failures in vehicles that were previously in good condition. If the fuel costs the same but provides less energy and causes mechanical damage, it suggests the public is paying a hidden price for this policy. Ethanol contains roughly 32% less energy than pure petrol. When 20% of that petrol is replaced with ethanol, the total energy available in every liter physically decreases. This lower energy density results in a sharp 24% drop in total mileage. Because pump prices are not adjusted to account for this energy deficit, the consumer is effectively paying for energy that simply isn't there. Kilometer by kilometer, the physics of the fuel act as an invisible surcharge on the public. Ethanol is hygroscopic, meaning it actively pulls ambient moisture from the surrounding air and absorbs it into the fuel. Inside an internal combustion engine, particularly older models not designed for these high-blend fuels, this absorbed water can lead to phase separation in the tank. This trapped water sits at the bottom of the fuel system, corroding internal metal components and leading to catastrophic engine damage that is often impossible to repair. Insurance providers are reacting to this trend by increasingly voiding warranties and denying claims for repairs linked specifically to ethanol-blended fuels. The policy effectively introduces a corrosive agent into the fuel supply, leaving the individual driver to bear the entire financial risk of engine failure. Meeting the requirements of the E20 mandate requires a rapid, nationwide surge in ethanol production. To produce ethanol at this scale, high volumes of irrigation water are diverted to the sugarcane industry, creating new pressures on the domestic food market. This rapid transition has sparked political scrutiny, with critics questioning why certain officials have become such vocal patrons of the ethanol industry. These questions are compounded by the speed at which newly commissioned industrial facilities have appeared, ready to capture the market created by the government's mandate. The result is a guaranteed market where agricultural ethanol is sold at premium petrol prices, creating a wealth transfer from the public to a select group of industrial players. To the driver, it looks like a standard transaction. You pull up to the station, insert the nozzle, and pay the listed price. In reality, the E20 mandate functions as a stealth tax, where the public unknowingly subsidizes the government's green energy goals through lost mileage and higher maintenance costs. The environmental branding of the policy obscures the tangible financial burden placed on the consumer. Until high-range electric vehicles are accessible to everyone, the public remains tethered to a fuel policy that actively degrades the vehicles they rely on. Moving towards sustainable energy is an essential objective. However, the costs of that transition must be transparent rather than hidden in the fuel gauge. It is worth reviewing your insurance coverage and understanding exactly what blend is being dispensed at your local station. When a policy is framed as a perfect solution for all parties, it is the consumer's responsibility to look for the hidden costs that occur in plain sight.